Hey, what's going on, everybody? Steve here, Rake and Profit over at rakeandprofit.com, coming back to you with another video. And if you've been watching my videos at all over the last couple of years, you know that one of my favorite items to resell on eBay, on Amazon, even locally, Facebook Marketplace, are board games. Board games are hot. I love picking up board games on Facebook Marketplace at estate sales, garage sales, auctions. I source a ton of them online, and for the most part, I sell them on, eBay and Amazon, but I also want to share with you another place that you can sell your board games, and that's Mercari. I don't know if anybody here is selling on Mercari. This is something that I've found quite interesting lately, and there's a lot of heat with Mercari lately. There's a lot of items that are selling really well on Mercari, and I want to share with you 11 board games that sold on Mercari. If you're maybe having some issues on eBay, or maybe you don't sell on Amazon, or I know a lot of people on eBay right now are complaining about being shadow banned. Sometimes, you get a negative feedback or something goes wrong, and it's almost like eBay hides your store. Don't worry about that anymore. If eBay is giving you a hard time, try, posting your items on Mercari. So I want to share with you guys these 11 board games. These are board games that I've talked about in the past, but, they always say that the saying, repetition is the mother of skill. And it's so true when it comes to reselling. It's all about repetition. You want to continue to learn about new brands, new items. And even if you've heard about a brand before or a specific board game, like the Dream Phone game, which sells really, really hot. I'll show you some of the pictures. That's how you make money, because when you're out hustling and you're going to thrift stores, garage sales, estate sales, auctions, so on and so forth, you're moving so quick that, that repetition in the past of seeing those different brands or items, it just helps you to identify things that much quicker and know what to sell them for. So in this video, we're going to go through these 11 items. I'm going to share with you the brands, talk about what they sold for, and maybe this will inspire you a little bit to maybe cross post or just list your items on Mercari. Now, again, if you guys want to learn more about what items to buy and sell, and you love learning, but maybe you have a bit of difficulty dedicating an hour a day, check out the Reseller Sourcing Handbook. It's a new service that I put out where you can learn about 5 new items a day. That's over 1,800 items a year. I'll put the first link down below in the description. Without further ado, let's dive in. So the Dream Phone game, check this out right here. This sold for $120 used on Mercari. As you can see, it's got the orange line going through saying sold. This item has been sold. This is a very popular item. I wish there was some better pictures. Oh, there you go. So right there, Dream Phone. You got the two girls with the phone in between them. I flipped this a couple times. This always sells really quick. I've found this a few times. One of the times it was missing some items, which you could still sell this game if it's missing some parts. Just obviously disclose that. But this is just a vintage game from the 90s that sells really well. If you ever come across this game, flip it all day long, and it sold for $120 on Mercari, which is really cool. Next item I want to talk about is an extremely rare game called the Dark Crystal. Now, I'm going to be 100% honest with you. I had never heard of this game before. I don't think I had mentioned it before. I don't think I've seen it in the sold listings, but this is why educating yourself, going through the sold listings, studying items that sold on Mercari, investing in the Reseller Sourcing Handbook, studying, going to auctions. This is why it's so important, because you always learn about new things. So let's take a look at this Milton Bradley game right here. Let's click through some of the pictures. The Dark Crystal. I'm interested when this came out. Is there any information on it? I don't think it says what date. Someone will have to help me out and let me know when this is from, but I'm guessing just based on the artwork, this is probably from the 80s, if I had to guess. $120 right there. How cool is that? Next up is a game that, if you don't know about this game, you may never find it. It's rare. It's called Fireball Island. My good friend Vinny, the toy master, he's flipped this recently, and this is a game that's really hard to come across. I don't know if I ever found this before. I've studied the sold listing so many times, I feel like I've flipped it before, but I don't think I found this item. There's another item that's pretty rare like this that I'm going to be sharing soon. But if you ever come across Fireball Island, bada bing, bada boom, bada bing, bada boom. Let me say that correctly. The profits are coming soon. I get excited over that. $135 on Mercari. Next up is Pokemon. Who wants to be a Pokemon master? I know you do. This is one of the staples when it comes to Pokemon board games, the Master Trainer. This is a game that I actually might pick up brand new sealed if I could find one on Mercari or eBay for maybe a couple $100 and just hold on to it long term. I feel like this thing's going to be worth like $1,000 in like 20 years. But check this out right here. $120 right here. I believe, yeah, this is used. It says 100% complete. And, I've said this before. If you ever buy or invest in a used board game, make sure all the parts are there. A lot of times you can just check out the manual and see if all the parts are there. Excuse me, but that's very, very important. With some of these rare items, you could definitely flip them. If this was incomplete, it would still sell maybe $50-$60. So if you find this at a garage sale for a couple dollars, don't just pass on it because you're not sure if all the parts are there. If something rare like that, pick it up, scoop it up, flip it, make that money. Next up is a board game that sold for $132. It's got a funny name, Feely Mealy. This is a game I've studied in the sold listings. This is a game that I've been on the lookout for. I haven't found it yet. I'm sure I will one of these days. Feely, Mealy, grab box, put cards here, grab box. I don't know anything about this, but I can tell you right now, I've seen this through repetition so many times. This crazy lady right there. What is going on in this picture? What is she? I don't know what's going on here, but hey, I don't really care. $132. Bada bing, bada boom. Next up, the Beatles. $123. Now, this is an old board game right here. This is something maybe you'll find at a flea market. Probably more likely at an estate sale or at a garage sale if you do house cleanouts, anything like that. This is a game that you definitely want to be on the lookout for. I'm sure it's very rare. I'm sure it's something neither one of us are going to ever come across. Look at this thing. It's all beat up. $123 right here. Is there any more information about this? Rare board game, company of Springfield, Massachusetts. That's about 30 minutes from where I live in Connecticut. Okay condition, minor damage, $132. Next up, this is a game that I've flipped multiple times in the past. I love the Lord of the Rings board games. They do really well. Trivial Pursuit. This sold for $80 right here. I love flipping these brand new. Is this brand new sealed? This might be. For some reason, I always find the Lord of the Rings. When I say always, I've done it like maybe 4 times. Always. Yeah, this is brand new sealed, Trivial Pursuit. Now, what I want to do is I want to scan this. I want to see how much this would have sold for on Amazon. So I'm actually scanning with the Amazon seller app right now. And there's a lot of opportunities to flip board games on Amazon FBA. This is selling for $138 right now. So at $80, if I paid $80, I'd make about $30. So that's a bit steep. Actually, it's more than that. It's probably going to come to $96 with tax. So it really wouldn't be worth it to flip. But if I could pick that up for $40 or $50, I would flip that. I would send that into Amazon FBA. Pretty cool item right there. $80 plus shipping. Scrabble board games like the Super Scrabble or any of the anniversary editions do extremely well. This sold for $60 plus 11 shipping. Now I want to scan this to see what this is selling for on Amazon. Let's see if this thing pops up. Let's see. So on Amazon, there's one person selling it for $199. And then it's starting at 70 used. So this was actually a really good flip. I would probably put this on Amazon for like $175, $180. The only reason I'm saying not $199 is there's only one seller, 300,000 rank. $60 right here though. Hopefully this is proven to you all. Check out Mercari. There are a lot of items selling right here. Here's another one right here. This is Battleship from 1989, $78 plus shipping. Look at this thing. It's beat up. There's a different type of audience over here on Mercari. It's complete, but still $78. Here's another 1970s game, Masterpiece board game. This is a game that I've never found before. Actually, this is another one that I just learned about when I was studying the sold listings. Parker Brothers, the art auction game, which is pretty interesting. Check that out. Look at that. That's pretty cool with all the different pictures of art in there. I wish I had enough time to play these games. They look really, really cool. $50 right there. Free shipping. Not bad. And last but not least, Sequence. This is a game that I don't know which version this is. I've never seen the Sequence with the cylinder. This is Jumbo Sequence right here, $52. So if you ever come across anything like that, be on the lookout for that. I typically flip the Sequence games that are more of a traditional rectangle size. So this is definitely a unique one right here. But hopefully that proves to you that board games are selling on Mercari. So if maybe you're getting sick and tired of eBay, or maybe you want to just extend your items out to other marketplaces, I would check it out. But hopefully this helped. If it did, smash that like button, show some love, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.